One dark night somewhere, one of the two developers at Vlambeer was suffering from a fever. In a bid to soothe their woes, they played several hours of Lunar Lander, watched Gun and Dambusters back to back, then finished the evening with a plate of cheese before sinking into a troubled sleep. In the morning, they made their fever dreams into a game. That game was Luftrausers. This manic side-scroller has more in common with old space shooters like Gravitar and Solar Jetman than it does with traditional arcade flying cabinets, but from the word go, it's clear Luftrausers has what it takes to become a classic shooter. The unusual controls conjure memories of Lunar Lander. Pressing up thrusts your ship forwards, while your directional keys tilt you. You fly along an infinite stretch of sea populated by crowds of enemy ships and aircraft, and it's your job to blast as many of them out of the sky as possible before you die. Your weapons are powerful, and you can bounce off the sea or clouds while suffering relatively little damage, but if you want to repair yourself, you have to let off the trigger. Stop firing for a few seconds and you're fully healed. It's a simple, intuitive system, and you'll quickly be racking up kills. The game throws you into the action instantly. There's absolutely no fluff between you and another frantic dogfight. The physics-heavy flight mechanics mean you'll be pushing your aircraft, affectionately named Rousers, into long arcs, spinning as you fall to blast fighters on your tail or bombard warships. Before long, you'll level up and unlock a new set of weapons, engines, and fuselages to play with. Replace your gun with a laser or homing missiles. Grab a slow armoured body or an engine that fires bullets out of your tail. Rendered in simple, effective artwork and backed up with pounding sound effects, it quickly becomes an addictive formula. There are relatively few enemy types, but each one fills a purpose, and we didn't want for variety. Smaller enemy gunboats are easy prey, but enemy ace pilots will sit on your tail, pounding you with bullets. Stay airborne for a while, and you'll face battleships, who take a serious beating before they sink, filling the air with high-damage projectiles for as long as you put off dealing with them. Each kill grants points, more so if you build up a combo. High scores are considered a bit old hat these days, but in Luftrausers, points are everything. The gameplay is fleshed out with a series of randomly assigned challenges. These will call for defeating a given number of enemy fighters or killing a ship while your combo meter's maxed out. Defeat a pair of battleships and you'll unlock the Blimp, a huge enemy craft with punishing weapons and a seemingly endless health bar. Take the Blimp down and you unlock new challenges and a harder mode with massively increased numbers of enemies. It's all simple, and it all works. With 125 Rouser combos to try out, you'll be playing for a fair while. Each combo has its own name, which is a nice thematic touch. You'll soon decide whether you prefer the Spook, a missile-hurling brute, or the Storm Rouser, a high-speed bombardment machine. As you progress, more exotic options like hover engines or self-destructing nukes become available, so there's definitely enough content here to keep you playing for a good long time. Luftrausers shows again that the best indie titles are often the simplest. The gameplay is slick and addictive, the customization strikes a clever balance between depth and simplicity, and the aesthetic of the whole experience is tight. Old-school graphics might be a bit tired in the indie world, but for Luftrausers, we're more than willing to overlook that. If you need a few hours of pretty explosions and rewarding gameplay, look no further.